Howdy there, ladies and gentlemen. This is White Lightning. Welcome back to Cities Skylines, city of Alexandria. Very small city so far. This episode we'll be trying to get our population up to 1,700, and then we'll be able to unlock this piece of land and get some farming industry, a nice big farming industry area going up there. That's going to be a very nice spot for that, I think. That's going to be probably next episode. Today we'll be laying out some neighborhoods. You can see we have crazy high demand for residential. In fact, we have had some industrial buildings had to be bulldozed because there weren't enough workers, which means that we need to get more people in here. We also have a need for a high school. There's no high school in the city currently, and no parks either. So we got a lot ahead of us today. So I'm going to go ahead and I've let the clock run a little bit. It's December 12th or December 6th, 2020. Sorry, I'm used to seeing things in the American way of displaying dates. December 6th, and that's one of the really fun things about this game, I think, is that you get the day it starts is the day you're actually starting the game. Like, I'm starting in February, so this initial date was February. So it's amazing how much growth we've had in only 8 months of 8 months of working here, of simulated game time anyway. So like I say, we need a lot of people. There's a very high demand for residential. I'm thinking we can make this can be a whole new neighborhood. And the neighborhood, I'm wanting it to be, I think, the eco neighborhood, the whatchamacallit focus, sustainable buildings focus. So I'm going to go ahead and draw out a new area here, and I'm going to include these buildings, even though switching the focus and switching them to be, or the specialization rather, switching them to be the sustainable buildings specialization will cause those houses to get bulldozed, which is not exactly ideal, but we'll go ahead and deal with it. And I'm actually going to get a little bit smaller brush here just so we can be a little bit more careful, make sure this road is going to be kind of the boundary here. And I will go ahead and leave that name Primrose Park. That's fine. Doesn't need to be anything fancy there. And then let's grab our residential specializations. Self-sufficient buildings, there we go, that's what it's called. And also our organic and local produce, because we will put some commercial down here, probably next to the river. So first off, let's go ahead and grab our roads here. And I think I'm going to continue on this free form along the side, kind of along the beach here, to about this point, and we could loop that road underneath for now. I'm just going to leave it, but we may want to build that. Actually, maybe I know it has some resources. That may actually be a good place for a city park or something. This could be like a nature reserve. It's got all the cool rocks and things like that. I don't know. Just got a tweet on the chirper, or a chirp on the chirper. I don't know what do you call it. That apartment rents are high. They are indeed. We are working on rectifying that as we speak. So again, going with my standard kind of block size. It's a little bit hard. Okay, there's one. There's two. So we want that, and then let's go. Can we hook straight up here? No, it's not going to give us that option, apparently. Just a second. I want to square this up a little bit as I'm like bulldozing people's homes left and right. It's a little bit messed up, right? Something like that. That's square. But it doesn't quite let me get in. Oh, there we go. That's the money right there. Bingo. Okay, and I'll leave the name Primrose Park, mostly because I have no better name for it. Let's go ahead and unpause. I feel pretty comfortable doing that. And let's have, again, another of our standard size blocks. Fill in like this. And then I'm thinking, let's go ahead and make these sections in here the commercial. There's a bit of demand for commercial. That'll be fine. So that'll come in as the organic and local produce, which is nice. And then let's just make the whole rest of everything else we just laid down. We're just going to make that residential. And that can be a pretty good chunky plop of zoning there. There we go. Okay, so those residential units should start to come in as the sustainable energy, self-sufficient housing, whatever you call it, the eco houses, which in their level 1 state don't look the best, just kind of square and meh. But as they upgrade, they'll start to look kind of cool with their solar panels on the roofs and things like that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, another thing we definitely need is, well, there's several things we definitely need. One of those is a park in here. We have no parks in the city, which is kind of a shame. So we can grab our park with trees, and this is why I like these big blocks, because they give you lots of room to place these kinds of things. How big is our high school, actually? It'd be nice to have... Oh, high school's not that big. Okay, I think I can place a park with trees in here and then put a high school like right next to it. And it can be right across the road from the commercial area, because that makes sense, right? For some commercial to be right by the park. I don't know, I like to do things that make a little bit of sense. I'm not going to agonize over it, but a little bit of sense is nice. Okay, and there's our high school for the city. And that gives us... Come on. Yeah, capacity of 1,000 students. We have 586 eligible, so it's past time for that. Still good on elementary students. University, no eligible. That's fine there. Okay, yeah, we are starting to get some of the people... some of these businesses not having enough people to work them. That's okay. Okay, and there's our boomtown. Perfect. We still have transport on. We have had transport unlocked. I'm not going to put any transport down yet. I kind of like to get my city a little bigger, a little fleshed out to the point where I actually need transport, which we're not to that point yet. May throw down a taxi depot and post service or something like that, and then some new city policies. And we've unlocked highways as well. That is awesome. Okay, that's great actually. Let's go ahead and I'm going to kind of square off, finish off this block like so. And then let's do, as we do, I'm just going to take this and draw a road straight. Actually, not quite straight. Let's make kind of a little bit of a wonky intersection just for variety here. Oh, and it's actually not going to let me. There we go. Yeah, see, just a little bit of variety there. Still grid-based, but, even within the constraints of the grid, we're going to have some options and some flexibility there. And we can throw down some more housing right there, and that way there will be people living close to these stores that keep getting abandoned, and so they will hopefully work and shop there. And we might throw down another park as well. Let's see. We have one in that corner of the city, but that doesn't have very good coverage. I like these small playgrounds because they are, as the name implies, small, and they fit pretty much anywhere, especially if you've been zoning like we've been zoning, or placing roads like we've been placing roads. I think right in here, that'll wreck some of that. Actually, let's go right here. Some of that that commercial will come back, but then it'll have the park on the back, so that'll be fine. Cramburger, wireless stores, all looks fun, very fun. Okay, what? Nope. Yep, we are out of water up there. That's my bad. Let's run some water pipes up there. Looks like I didn't place that one completely straight. It's okay, that's not going to throw off our grid too terribly much. And then while we're down here, yeah, that's nice, that nice little park there in our, like I say, eco neighborhood. Ecological does not equal uneconomical. Many of the modern eco-friendly solutions are comfortable and relatively affordable. Indeed, in fact, I was saying, I think last time, oh, that high school looks good, look at that. Some nice kids queued up there. Very good. I was just reading, as I was waiting for this to load, for this game to load, I was scrolling through Facebook and saw that there was a Wall Street Journal article talking about how in certain parts of the world, India specifically, solar power is now cheaper per megawatt hour, or however you measure power in, than burning coal, which is the next cheapest alternative in India, which is kind of cool. And it's just what I was talking about, like, as these things get more sensible and more cheaper, that's better for everyone, and it starts to make more sense to switch over to those kinds of things. I'm going to run a path here behind our high school, and yeah, that's fine to run to. And can I not? Oh, really? Really? Okay, paths in this game. I was going to say a love-hate relationship, but no, it's mostly a hate relationship with paths. Because they never quite go where I want it to go. Like, there's a node right there, dude, and you can see there that it wants to snap to it. Do something like this. Yeah, the paths are kind of dumb. It's okay. We could, if we wanted to, we could throw in some trees there. Might just leave that. The little tiny houses that come in the 1x1 space are kind of cute. So those will look kind of fun. And we're getting more farming, some demand for industry, but it's coming in. It's populating in. Let's go ahead before we get houses in here that we're gonna have to bulldoze. I'm gonna go ahead and drop a road in here as I, proceed to then bulldoze these houses so that I can make sure that... Ooh. Things 4-lane bus. Yep, not what I was going for. Why are you popping up there? Oh, because I turned on my filter. Yeah, my bad. Okay. Yeah, normally I don't use those buttons. I just scroll through and hunt for what I need. Okay, so people will start moving in there, coming in there. I'll probably build a bridge across that highway at some point in the near future, just so it's a little bit easier for people in these neighborhoods to get over to this area. So not everybody is filtering through this intersection and this intersection. Although our traffic is still pretty good. Granted, we only have 1,900 people living in the city. But it's time to come up here and purchase our new tile. Which, again, is a little less than optimal because of... Well, for one thing, because of how kind of wonky this freeway exit is going to end up being. But also because, we can't actually place any roads or build anything on this coastline right here. That's okay, though. I'm imagining this ending up being kind of our generic industry area, and then this can be our big farm area. So, let's grab our district painter. And I'm just going to, plaster this down. This can all be farming district, and it can all eventually be farms. Oh, yep, can't go outside of the district there. But yeah, something like that. And Lynch Park, I don't like. Let's just name you, I don't know, Green Acres. Do. I just realized I forgot to start my timer, so who knows how long this episode will be, you guys. Be fun. Okay, so we need a freeway exit. Or a highway exit. I'm sorry, I'm going to probably keep calling it a freeway exit just because that's, again, what I'm used to calling things. Where to buy solar panels with best value for the money? Any pro tips? Yes. My wife and I actually have solar panels on our house. It made a lot of sense, actually, with the rebates and everything that are going on right now, and have been going on for a while. It actually made a fair amount of sense for us to get into the solar panel scene. So, okay, so I'm thinking an elevated roundabout as an exit. This is going to be a busy exit. It really is. That being said, is there anything pre-built that maybe I could use that would make a little more sense? This is probably going to be a three-way, actually, so it doesn't necessarily need to be a roundabout. Something this-ish that feeds straight into a roundabout in the center of the area. Yeah, it's going to give me that space already occupied rubbish. Okay, so let's pause and make sure we have enough in our budget, and we do. And I've kind of paid attention to how much of this road we're actually going to have to bulldoze. Yeah, I could build this out myself, and it might end up being cheaper, but as you guys have probably noticed, I'm not that great at placing roads totally properly. I'm just going to have to eyeball it, and that actually looks pretty good. We might not be totally right, but boom, that'll work. That's the 3-lane highway. So let's come here. Probably not strictly necessary. In fact, I don't know that I have. Yeah, 3-way, okay. Or 3-lane, rather. Probably not strictly necessary to go 3-lane, at least at this point. We're not having a ton of traffic through here. That will hopefully change eventually. And eventually, I really like my highways to be elevated. We may, at some point, take this entire highway, because I plan on building all up this coast, and that looks like some more resource area over there, too. Plan on building all up this coast, maybe plopping some little cities down, some little industry areas. Oh yeah, there's a lot of good land for us here. I could put in like a small town over here. Haven't really done that. Haven't wanted to do that though yet. Not enough customers. Yeah, you're still kind of second hind tit there. Haven't really wanted to do that yet though until we get our, what I've decided I guess will be our actual downtown a little more fleshed out. Makes sense, right? It's kind of, here in the middle of everything, middle of the map, starting square. All right, back to what's important here. We have these little highway bits. Like I say, I want to take those maybe a little further in. And for now, to save money, I'll just use the 2-lane one-way road. Although those can easily be upgraded later to actual highways. With tolls, perhaps. That's one thing is... a great way to get revenue is to put a toll on your industry areas. That's pretty effective. Okay, so this here, and then I'm thinking a big roundabout, and I'm thinking a big chunky roundabout too. Although, I don't know, the 6-lane one-way roads don't make a lot of sense for roundabouts because nobody ever uses the inside lanes. Everybody always ends up using the outside lanes almost exclusively anyway. We can afford it though. 6-lane one-way road. Just because we can afford it though, does that mean we should do it? We'll start with the 2-lane and go from there, I guess. It's gonna be hard to build too. Okay, so we come out about yay far. Let's get our curve here. Come out here, and here. Those grid lines are kind of hard to see. And then here to here. And then let's actually mirror that over here, and we'll have to flip the way those roads are going to here. There we go. And then we can just grab our little straight piece to dink, connect those two. Perfect. There we go. That should actually work pretty well. And one other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to delete these two probably back to about here. And then I'm going to make this into something that looks like a proper... Like just space out these roads a little bit better. And that will hopefully help with traffic flow on this roundabout. There we go, something like that. And then switch these directions. Perfect. Yeah, I said at the beginning of this episode that I was going to wait to get the industry down until next episode, but it just happened so dang fast. We might as well do it now, eh? Okay, and then I need to actually set the industrial... Oh, crap, yeah, no, sorry, I used the wrong button. There's a special paint industry area button now. There we go. We still need to get a park up and running. Oh, and that's nice. Oh, I didn't know that I probably knew at one point, but that's nice that it gives you actual hints as to where the resources are. And part of the reason I like farming industry and why I tend to gravitate towards that, for one, it's nice and it's fun to place down. Yeah, not foggy industries. Give me back my name of Green Acres. There we go. Part of the reason, besides just, you know, liking farming and liking putting things like that down, it's also fun, I think, to... and it's nice that the farm doesn't deplete. The oil and the minerals, those are resources that deplete. Farming doesn't. Because obviously, you know, farmers are like fertilizing and rotating crops and doing things like that to keep the area kind of alive and sustainable. So, all right, next I'm gonna grab our 4-lane road and take it up in this direction. Only about that far for now. That'll be fine. And let's actually, just so I don't like forget about this or try to change it or do it differently, I'm actually going to do the same thing, perhaps with just a 2-lane road for now. Right here. Oh, that's super annoying though. You know what though? I could make that work to my advantage. There's the snap for the 4-lane. Let's just put down one segment. And I know I'm doing what I said is not optimal to do, which is... Oh yeah, that'll work great actually. That eliminates that traffic light, or doesn't eliminate the traffic light, but like... Does it eliminate? It does eliminate the traffic light. Perfect. That'll actually work well for cutting down on some traffic. I should probably do the same thing over here. Let's go ahead with that. It's, again, nice to kind of space out these ramps and so forth on your roundabouts so that traffic doesn't get too backed up or clogged up with lights or anything. There we go. Oh, that'll look nice. That'll work real nice. And then I'll do again something similar down here. But for now, this is more than enough. In fact, I probably didn't even need to do that one. Let's place. First things first, we need to place our main farm main building, which I don't know how important it is where this thing is placed. It doesn't seem like there are ever very many people that are like pulling off at it. So I think it can go ahead and be on these main roads. Again, I'm wanting to keep these main roads clear, and then I'll use dirt roads or something. I will use dirt roads. Yeah, let's put this right here. There we go, and we have reached level 1. We get the small grain silo, the small animal pasture, the small crop field, and the small fruit field. I'm going to go ahead and bring things up to speed 3. Let's hop over to our actual city area, make sure there is nobody yelling at us, nobody mad at us. Yeah, people want industry areas, but that's about the only thing that's going on here, which is great. Oh yeah, we need to run a line of water up here, which is going to be pretty expensive. That's okay though. It'll pay for itself. Maybe. Once we get the industry area actually up and running. That is a long water line. I want to keep things pretty straight. There we go, something like that. Okay, and then come off on a 90-degree angle here. That is one thing about the farming, it does take a lot of water. So I read, actually. Okay, there we go. And then you actually don't have power. Why is that? Oh, is power only transmitted... Does it not work across bridges or something? That's curious. Don't know if I like that. But let's go ahead and I guess place our next windmill down there. Did I set the citywide policy for power usage? No, I did not. I'm actually going to go ahead and click that. There we go. And, okay, just like that. Oh, so we must not have had enough power to reach all the way over here. Like, that was just a factor of us just not having enough power generation, period. Which I think, oh yeah, we can have the advanced wind turbines. We'll be wanting to save up for that. Get another 12 grand. In fact, rather than saving is for suckers, right? I'm just going to go ahead and take this loan. And... yeah, we'll have to pay some interest costs there, but I think it'll be worth it. We can kind of get this industry area up and running. But that'll have to wait, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and cut the episode here. And next time we'll set up, get our industry area set up. I'll bank probably a little more money besides that. Oh, that wasn't very smart, though, to do that. Never mind. Yeah, I'll just come right in and we'll start using the money that we have coming in and stuff to set up an industry area that will start generating some pretty serious revenue for us and giving us the supplies that our other industry areas need for us to function. So, thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments and have a fantastic day.